Hi everyone, it's me again. If you've been following my story, you'll remember that in video 2, we talked about how my bank handled things after I realized I'd been scammed. If you haven't seen the first 2 videos yet, go back and watch them first. This is video 3, and it'll make a lot more sense once you've seen how we got here. This video picks up right where we left off. Now, for those just tuning in, here's the quick version. I was scammed out of my life savings. I was victimized twice, first by the scammer who took my money, and then by my bank, which refused to take responsibility when I asked for help. I've spoken with several people who have experience in banking laws and policies, and I myself was a treasurer at a corporation during my career. So I know a thing or two about finances, or at least I thought I did. But not in this new world of fast-paced scams and vanishing accountability. From everything I've learned, my case should qualify for reimbursement under the Electronic Fund Transfer Act and Regulation E, which require banks to reimburse customers for unauthorized electronic fund transfers. But here's the painful truth. Cases like mine often don't qualify because the banks claim the transactions were authorized. They say that since I physically withdrew the cash and sent it to the scammer myself, the law doesn't protect me. That's the loophole banks hide behind, one that lets them deny claims and shift the blame back on victims like me. Instead of protecting their customers, they exploit the gray areas in the law so they don't have to assume responsibility. They'll tell you with a straight face, "We follow the rules." But following the rules isn't the same thing as doing what's right. Some courts have started showing sympathy for victims in cases like mine, especially when banks ignored obvious red flags or failed to follow their know your customer and anti-money laundering obligations. In those situations, judges have recognized that banks had a duty to intervene when something looked clearly wrong. That's where victims like me are beginning to find a path, not through the Electronic Fund Transfer Act, but through claims of negligence and breach of duty of care. The mantra among banks seems to be deny and let them cry. In the next video, I'll explain how some banks are now being challenged in court for turning a blind eye to obvious scam transactions